Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. I woke up thinking it was Friday, but it'll be here soon enough. I'm just cracking up because I woke up into some crazy mayhem. But before I even get started with that, I want to just remind my mods and my supporters to make sure to, go over to my writing subs, live streams, and before I go live, just hit the like button. Also go into the chat area and write a welcoming. You don't always have to. It doesn't even have to always be welcoming. Just how you doing today. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe, something like that, or put a question in the chat prior to the live starting. I don't really want too much interaction on the post of the live because I have a post section where I post a picture and the link. I'm talking about the actual video that has been scheduled to go out live. Put in the chat section because you can't put it in the comment section because the comment section is disabled until after the live stream is over. Then it becomes available, the comments. And then the replay gang and whoever else watches the live afterwards can comment down below. But I'm saying the chat box that you guys are currently in right now, because we're live, that is where I want you guys, and especially my mods, to do that. I'm not making you guys obligated to be in any of those lives because that's not the content you guys became mods on, and it's understandable. But just when you are on YouTube prior to me going live, just to hit that like button and do that for me as fathers, put in the information, any kind of information in that chat is greatly appreciated. So anyways, I happened to run across a crazy lady. Okay. And I actually did at first put her name, channel name inside of my description box by default so people could find her. But she's just too vulgar for me. And there are people that I side eye that I do because they're in this sector. I share, you know what I'm saying, their links, so that we're supporting the community, the sector. But I think that she is at an all-time high with disrespect. Like for an example, Coco, she talks about Tommy the Gossip and stuff she doesn't like about what he does. But I feel like she's more neutral with it. And it's not what you say, it's how you say it. This lady is doing the same thing. She was attacking, wants revenge on Tommy the Gossip. And then this morning, which was kind of conveniently a coincidence, she's going in on me and blasted other channel holders because she obviously saw her name in the thumbnail. So she decided to get her slow ski to the moski butt up here and start ruckus. And I think that it's very comical. Thank you for promoting me, even though you're not going to be doing too much promotion of me because you don't have too many followers or anyone watching this ludicrous behavior you got going on. But when people get thirsty, you have to understand they start to do this. She's kind of late to the party trying to bash or get on anybody in this sector about how they should be on their channel and whose side they should take, because this sector is kind of sort of is so far gone and out of control, to an all-time high that she should have probably started promoting this kind of content at the beginning. She's kind of late. And a lot of people are splitting off ways with this content. I'm still doing it, but I'm adding new stuff to my portfolio. But to me, this is very, very comical how she's getting up here. I guess she's doing this for free from the kindness of her heart, defending Alvo and Shamar and bashing 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗖𝗛, blasted, and myself. She must be doing it for free because she reminds me of Shamar. There's no way you're gonna make it, crazy lady, and you're up here cussing and carrying on. If you're not in the comfort of your living room talking to people. You're on a social media platform. You gotta wipe your feet off, dummy, before you can go in on somebody, or you're not gonna even last long enough to be able to state your opinion. So, anyways, let me go down the list. Hey, Cutie Pie, hi, Fried Chicken. Good morning to everyone. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Frederica. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Toy. Hey, Toby. Hey. Natanya, how you doing, sweetie? Crafty Fee, how you doing? She's annoying and gang banging. Yeah, crazy. Good and crazy. Hello, Ronald. How are you doing, sweetie? So I kind of got a chuckle and a wuckle. So I knew that she said she was getting off this morning when she went live. She had about 4 people in there. So I said, I'm going to mess with this turtle, right? So I went in there because I know she'd be in my bushes too. And I went in there on purpose because I knew that this lady who was supposed to be getting up to take a shower and wash her funky behind, I knew that she would not get up out the bed and she would keep ranting if she saw me in the chat. So I wanted to get a chuckle and a wuckle. So I said, how do I address you? Male? What did I say? Man or female or something like that, I said. And yeah, you know, she got all triggered. I'm a woman and and just going in on me. And it's like, how can you talk about anybody looking like that? Okay. And honestly, you could pass for a man. I'm feeling a little better, SL Davis. That's good, Natanya. I'm glad that you're feeling better, sweetie. She don't even know the full story about Shamar on Tommy. Just wants to be in the middle of something for no reason. Yeah. Then she acts like she's bigger than the program, like somebody contacted her and told her to come into this sector and put people in their place. And it's like, if you don't we don't even know if you're a man or a woman behind down. I know something. Yeah, but she's out to lunch. Good morning, Linda O'Neill. Good morning, Queen Scorpio. Then I was kind of shockingly surprised. I saw one person in the chat, a female, and I hadn't seen her over here in a while. So, you know, she was chiming in. I just said, you know, I don't care. You guys are welcome to go on any platform you want. People that you know, think that you are their mods or subscribe to their channel, so you ain't supposed to go over to other people's channels. To me, that people are delusional. You're supposed to go wherever you want. Now, if you get into, you know, chats and start getting messy, dragging people's name, hey, Deirdre, how you doing, sweetie? You know, instead of just being neutral and not, you know, like just being neutral, saying whatever you want to say, but just, you know, not chiming in with the people that are dogging that person out, especially if you're friends over somewhere else in another, you know, channel. Why? Because the other person's dogging, like, say, me out. You dog me out too. That's to me is being fake. But you should be able to go into anyone's chat, make conversation, you know, and just stay out of the middle of it. But this person chose to chime in. So I was kind of shocked. And you know, they used to be always on my live, always commenting on my videos. But like I said, you really got to watch what goes on social media because there's a lot of stuff. Now, there are some videos that I will be putting out today. A deleted live from Shamar from yesterday. He went on a rant and flipped out. You know, and this chick, this older lady that is going off on not only 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗖𝗛, because when I did this live, set it up, I thought that she just had smoke with Tommy. But when she probably saw me put her in the thumbnail, that's when she went in on Blasted and myself. So yeah, she's a walking time bomb. She's trying to get a name for herself, and she's definitely got some issues. So let me see. Hey, Chef Sky. Hey, Linda. Hey, Nisha. Hey, Crafty Fee. And where was she at when they stole Shamar's money? Exactly. So, and then this is what gagged me. I told y'all I did Jaguar Wright content, queenopp content, Christian Rock content, Nature Boy content, you know, Shamar now, Alvo, and Tommy the Gossip. And I did more. I can't think of like it'll come. But I have never had a problem with a Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright, like say if I was to DM her, I would say, oh, I used to do content on you, Jaguar Wright. Do you remember me, SL Davis? She might remember me, but as far as her saying I stopped doing commentary on Jaguar Wright because Jaguar Wright threatened to put me in the grave, it's like, that's how you know she's thirsty. She's trying to get her clout up, and it's okay. But don't make up lies like that. Like somebody threatened to unalive me, and that's what made me stop talking. Jaguar Wright never did nothing like that. I stopped doing Jaguar Wright content because she kind of ruined it for the whole sector. She started acting like Wacko Jacko towards the end when she had her mother living with her, and she was still with her husband. And then when they broke up, she started getting put into mental institutions. And they would put her in there for weeks on end. So there was no content to update on. So we were all just grasping at straws because she was locked up or either in jail or something, you know, for like 30 days until, you know, and they would keep her in the facility until she got better. So it was no content. And it was like, man, she's gonna do something stupid again, and then we're gonna be out of no work. So I just ended up doing Christian Rock content because there was a lot going on over there, and it was nothing really popping off with Jaguar Wright, and I wasn't making no money, so I had to go elsewhere. You know, you can't just stay stagnant. If the content is not there, you gotta go elsewhere and find new content to keep your audience engaged. So make sure y'all hit the like button. The like buttons are probably on a diet because I can definitely tell that these views are coming in slow. Shamar had court today. No blogger mentioned it. Who cares? You mentioned it. When you I'm looking matter of fact, let's go over to let's have a fun time with Alvo. Hold on, let me read these first. Hey Latina. Says at work, back in the bushes I go. Okay, Chef Sky, baby. Happy Thursday. Ivan. Hey, good morning, everyone. Miss Davis. Good morning. Says, wow, that's deep. Hey, Toby, Chef. Yeah, I'm just reading these comments before we go and see what little Alvo is doing. Now, before we do anything, let's go see where them likes are at. Nobody mentioned it. Boy, crazy. We're gonna mention it when you go on the 12th, though. So again, for my mods that are in here, just only focus I want you to worry about when it comes to my new content that I'm doing. You know, writing new subscribers down and shout outs and all that goofy stuff that I'm over there doing, just having fun time. That's my fun time where we play music and all that stuff, not copyright free music, of course, but you know, just make sure if you do see a live that is scheduled to go out, just hit the like button for me. I'll say it until, you know, I start to see that my mods are all doing it. And then just go into the chat part. Not where I post it, because I have a post section on my homepage. I'm talking about the actual live stream video. Go into the live stream video, like the chat box that you're in right now. Well, the chat box will be available on the live, even if it's scheduled, and leave something up there like, hey, SL Davis, or welcome new subscribers, or make sure you hit the like button, or make sure you subscribe to the channel. You know, I just need your support just to do that. Now, as far as me wanting to expect all of my mods to be at that kind of content, and I know I didn't meet you doing that kind of content, I do not expect you. It's not mandatory that you are at these live streams. I don't really think I'm gonna need that many mods to help me on that end with that kind of content anyways. Well, let me not say that, but I'm just saying you guys are not obligated to come over to that live, you know, to help hold me down. And if you do, it's much appreciated. So there's 34 likes. Let's please get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. But there's a lot going on, and with this and this lady knows this herself. By you getting up here barking, that is not going to stop me from saying what I want to say out my mouth about Alvo. And until Alvo shapes up or ships out, I'm going to speak my piece. And if she don't like it, that's too bad. That's just too bad. Okay. And as we look at this mess, make sure you continue to hit the like button. So I'm about to share. And let me tell you something else before we start this. Have you guys ever figured out when that guy Kevin asked Shamar for Alvo social media links? That dude is probably most likely trying to get his IP address. If anybody could get Alvo's IP address where he's going live, would be the bounty hunters. Probably go through the courts, because when that word hacker, there are people that are paid through the government to hack. That's their job. Now, people that hack that are not being paid to do it, black market hacking, that's against the law. Okay. But but there are people that can go in, detectives, and they can trace the IP address of where he's at, and right when he's on live, be able to go. They can call the local authorities in that state, and they don't have to go to the state, the bounty hunters. They can have the police at that local police station go and question, is he in that apartment at that IP address? From that computer, that location. Are you Alvo so-and-so, Alexander Green, and arrest him? That's the reason why they're asking for a social media, because trust and believe, that bounty hunter has no best interest for Alvo. They want to see him locked up, just how he did them on that bond. That bounty hunter is trying to find him without having to put in no work. So that's the only reason why he asked Shamar for that dude's address. I mean, not address. Asked for his social media handles, because they're probably going to trace the IP address. I'm telling you guys. I'm sitting here making sure I didn't forget. So many thirsty people for attention, especially in Atlanta. Yeah, you already know, Ivan. Blessings and love, beautiful SL, Grand Rising, beloved. Thank you, Antonio. Thank you, sweetie. You ain't lying. I'm an IT professional, and we definitely was informed of hacking and jobs available to use in that field. Yep. Snatched by Diego. You already know. Yep. And they make good money too. Yes, it is. The government will find him. Yep. That's why would probation just want to? Oh, I forgot, because Alvo's the star. See, his fans will think, oh, they just wanted his social media handle so that they can see that he's on that he's live. That doesn't show them anything. They're trying to trace down where he's at, so that even if they have to call the state that he's in and inform them to go arrest him, they will do it. Because let me tell you two examples. In Rhode Island, where I'm living at right now, there were these two couples, a girl and a man, and they stole about over 10,000, which is a felony, in clothes or whatever they stole. And it was probably like designer stuff. And they came to Rhode Island. And so they had a warrant out for their arrest. And Massachusetts called Rhode Island, and they pinged them from their Apple phones. So they knew exactly where they were at. Massachusetts police called Rhode Island, and they told them that, the residents of Rhode Island, they're likely to be at this location. They went back to where they're from, and they were at a motel. My people were saying that they was at a motel. It was pitch dark out because it was like a blackout, and it's like a rural area. So my friend was saying the street lights like in the parking lot were off, and some of the motel lights, well, no, the motel lights were out too. Well, anyways, it was a good time for the police to come in and do a raid. So they came into the motel. They knocked on the door that was pinged from the Apple phone from the police station, because they knew exactly where they were at. And yeah, they made them come outside. They were like, put your hands up. Got on the floor. There was mad police cars out there. They were saying, and they arrested the girl. It was a girl. They said it was a girl and a guy, and they expedited them back to Massachusetts. Yep. And I'm telling you, and they did it by tracking the cell phone. So I was like, wow. And all you need is the telephone number to a cell phone to ping a Apple phone. So I'm just saying they're not asking for social media links so that they can, because they don't know if he's in Houston, Texas. That's just what they're being told. They want to be able to track his IP address. So that's why they're asking for that. So don't sleep. Trust me. Says even regular people can get your IP address, and that's public information. Yep. So he ain't doing nothing.
The villain gets the views, and as y'all see, that's why the views are viewing. We 10 likes away from 300. Y'all, so I can get back to the story. Huh? The villain is the one that keep the storyline going. The villain is the reason why it is a storyline. So with that being said, I don't mind being a villain because I'm everybody's storyline. Fine.
Now listen, with that being said, he doesn't mind to be a villain. But why are you, when it's convenient for you, why are you crying to your supporters? SL Davis, Selena Davis is harassing and bullying me. You know, which one is it, Alvo? Keep up with your lies, bro.
Thank you. I'm the blogger storyline. Thank you. I'm Tommy storyline. Thank you. I'm Shamar storyline. Thank you. I'm LaShawn storyline. Thank you. I'm all these whole storyline without even trying to be. 8 likes away from 300. I got something to say. Hey, Booka Boy, I got something to say. Can we get 300 likes? I'm not finished talking.
The clown.
I'm gonna need y'all drunk y'all tea already because I'm finna pour another glass. Can we get 300 likes? I'm not finished talking. I got more to say. But I just feel like a lot of people be so mad and a lot of people are so pressed. Like, no, get off my neck. I just don't understand how Shamar got court dates. Yo, man, please examine yourself and your heart and see if it aligns with you. You were burning sage in previous videos like that's going to protect. Baby, for one, young woman, young man, I wasn't burning sage. And if I want to, let me tell you something. If I want to burn sage, I can burn sage. You saying protect my energy already protected. I don't give a flying mucus, 3 giant knots, butt talks of how you feel and what you got to say. At the end of the day, this is entertainment purpose only. When I hit this live, it's for entertainment purpose only. Every time somebody say my name, every time somebody mention my fame, every time somebody say something I don't like about, I'm gonna talk about it. Because when I was getting on this,
he's so slow. He don't even know when his pay period ends or begins. Because he was saying something like sometime next week, like in the month of August, is when his pay period's over with. No, idiot. Sometime next week is when all adjustments of your pay period will show up. Your final, what you're going to get on the 21st of next month. We all get paid on the 21st. You don't even know what the pay period ends today. This is the end of the month. From the 1st into whatever the day of the month, it could be 28 days in a month. If it's the 28-day month, from the 1st to the 28th, when we get to the 28th, you are done with that pay period. That month is over. The earnings that you got for the month of July was 31 days. Today's the last day of the month. You'll see your last earnings tomorrow, sometime when they update it, of what you made on the 31st, but it'll be August 1st, starting a new pay period. A new pay period starts on the 1st of each month, and it ends on the end of whatever the month is. 31 days, 30 days, 29 days. This dude is slow. Like Shabaka.
This out, and I was trying to be heartful with people and create real bonds and real moments. People used my name, people lied on my name, people made me look and sound all types of ways for $1, for a monetization, for a super chat, for a like. So no. You're right. In real life, my energy is positive, my energy is good, my energy is cool, I'm blessed. Never stressed, but I'm gonna always take this loud dollars and make my bag. So if you don't like what I'm saying, if you don't like what I'm doing and how I'm carrying myself, you can easily leave this live. I'm not gonna disrespect you as who you are, as a woman or as a man, or you know, your religion or whatever you got going on. I'm not even gonna disrespect you. I'm not gonna read you. If you don't like what I'm doing, if you don't like what I'm saying, you can easily end this live. I mean, get off this live. Cause I came to make a bag. I came to secure a bag. I got real shit going on. See, let me, and with that being said, let me finish saying what I'm saying. I have real stuff going on. See, I realize sometimes when you get your mind everywhere else, but outside of your bag, that's when you go wrong. Just like right now on the internet, everybody is enabling Shamar to act and do the things that he do because it brings revenue and it brings money. When people going to start saying the truth and speaking the truth on Shamar, then here go people saying, y'all need to stop being so negative. Y'all need to move on. Just let it go. It wasn't just let it go when Shamar was saying what he was saying. It wasn't just let it go when Shamar was doing what he was doing. I'm on Shamar neck because I have legal things to worry about. I have to go to court because of Shamar. My freedom is on the line because of Shamar. Okay, so I'm gonna speak on it every day or whatever I want to say because at the end of the day, it's 3 things you don't play about in life, baby. You don't need to play about your life, your freedom, and your health. Okay,
right, snatched.
And if a person loves you when they care about you and they playing with your freedom, they playing with your health, then baby, they playing with your life.
You know what? Honestly, defending his supporters, I don't think they're delulu at all, Ivan. I think that they're rocking him to sleep. They're making them think that they're his supporters, that they mean well by him. They all know that they're only sending what they can send. They're sending him, a little coin here and there because they want to egg him on to do something stupid and get busted. And crash himself. They're wanting to see a train wreck, and they're doing a good job.
Send him to jail. Alvo deserve to go to jail. What Alvo need to go to jail for? In jail, there's no money. In jail, there's no friends. In jail, there's no family. In jail, there's a lot of lost souls. It's a lot of lonely people. It's a lot of angry people. It's a lot of hurt people. It's a lot of people who bored. Why would you want me to go somewhere when I can be out here better than my life, figuring myself out because you want the worst for me? People will want the worst for you, y'all. At the end of the day, I don't give a damn. You will lose yourself and kill yourself out here trying to be the best person. I had to learn a long time ago. I'm not being a better person for you. No, I'm not going to be a better me for you. No, I'm going to be a better me for me. No shade. And like I said, I'm going to continue to talk about this. I'm going to continue to say what I want to say. And like I said, everybody, all of my business about when Alvo go to court, why ain't nobody report that Shamar had to go to court today? Why no bloggers made the story? Why no bloggers ran the story? None of that. Y'all go find everybody else stuff, but y'all can't find Shamar court dates. Y'all go find everybody else bundle information, but y'all can't find Shamar. Y'all always enable Shamar, let Shamar do whatever he want to do because
we want to know when your court date is because we want to see how they're going to handle you with all this fugitive on the run stuff that you got going on.
He bring in the money because y'all able to talk about him and make money. So y'all gonna continue to make him be the person that's being hurt and being talked about when he's just out here causing wrong and doing weird stuff. And LaShawn, I really don't mention LaShawn like that because LaShawn would never ever have his intestines. One thing about LaShawn, y'all,
you don't mention LaShawn because you're scared of him. That's why you don't mention him. One thing about LaShawn. Let's keep it real.
LaShawn would never, ever be able to sit down and not hold his intesticles. See, LaShawn intesticles are literally falling out his body. LaShawn is like a bag of ground beef Y'all know y'all get ground beef from the store, and sometimes it be looking like long little spaghetti screens. That's
I wonder how he would know how LaShawn's looking unless he been with him too. Tommy did say he slept with a lot of his friends, cheated not only with Shamar, but a lot of his friends, allegedly. You know, he been around. Sound like he was even getting with people in the neighborhood, Tommy's neighborhood, like neighbors and stuff. He's been around, and I can't find my baby.
LaShawn and testicles sitting in his lap while he holding them on live, mad at me. LaShawn, you want 512 views when you only get 5, okay? LaShawn, you want to be a superstar so bad and you will never be. LaShawn, this how I know you miserable and you ain't gonna never be nothing. You over there trying to let Shamar think that SUKIHANA set him up. How did SUKIHANA set Shamar up when Shamar agreed to go do the sit down? They asking me to go do the sit down. Did I go do it? No, because I didn't want to sit down with you and sit down with Tommy. Why would I want to sit down with 2 bitches I don't fuck with? No, I don't care how much they was offering. Decline. I declined that shit so fast. It was a trip and money. Decline. Because when you working on your piece and you working on yourself and you believe in yourself, you don't even have to do things and do certain things. Shamar put himself in that predicament because that's what Shamar wanted to do. And not only, thank you so much, Abby, for the $5. Have a great day. Stay positive and blessed, period. And Shamar put himself in that situation because that's what Shamar wanted to do. And then not only that, Booker, but Shamar was putting his hand all in Tommy's face. Shamar initiated the fight. And not only that, Shamar brought his cousin. So that means, if anything, Tommy was the one that was set up because Tommy went by himself. Shamar went with his cousin. So that means they went with the intentions.
This dude is a clown. Bozo the clown. He's nothing but a liar. You don't know when he's telling the truth or telling a lie because he's always mixing the two together. Okay. And the only one, and he don't even realize it, this is how in denial is in. The only one that's in some real trouble is you. Shamar going to a court date don't got nothing to do with the kind of court dates you got to go to. You didn't violate everything on that bond. You're a fugitive of the law, and you violated your probation that you already had prior. So they're probably either going to reinstate it or make you do a couple of months, maybe stay in jail. Who knows? I can see why so many people getting away from YouTube. So much drama it takes, always all your energy. Yep, these bloggers are ridiculous. Every day is Shamar, Alvo, and Tommy. It's time to move on. Let me see, because Alvo, you are just this. Well, when you say, matter of fact, let me go back to what Lady Libra said. You can't really just say it's time to move on just because that's how you feel. These are people's livelihoods. People work. These are real jobs to some people. Like, for an example, I'm giving you an example. Someone we know. I'm not gonna put myself in it because I'm going to use somebody else as an example. When Tommy gets up there here, whether or not people are tired of hearing him talk about Shamar and Alvo and how he was hurt by them, that is what his content is at the present time. You have a choice to listen to it or not. And if you listen to it, then you listen to it. If you don't, you don't. But that's almost like saying, it's time for you guys to quit that job. I'm not quitting my job. I got to pay my bills with this. I would not have the right to tell you to quit your job, so why are you telling me to quit mine? Like, let's make it make sense. Because, Alva, you are just so stupid and you like making yourself look bad. I can't wait to tonight. So we're going live tonight. Like I said, no one's obligated to be over there at that live because that is not a live about the circus. That's actually, I can let my head down and woosah. Okay, he is mad, envious of everyone else. True narcissist behavior. Yep. He only wants blogs to talk about Shamar to take the attention off of him. Yep. If there was an update on Shamar's court date, I'm sure somebody would be posting it by now, right? And even if it was, like, for me, honestly, I probably wouldn't post it. That's probably something that I think my community might not want to know. Scummy, I can show you several bags that came in consistently. I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of crap going on. Let's unmute him for a minute.
You over here talking about something. Kevin, he's not gonna go to court. Kevin, he's not gonna go to court. Y'all so mad because y'all called Kevin and y'all see what's going on, baby. These people can't bother me. Oh, he's not gonna go to court. You trying to convince something that I'm not gonna go to court. LaShawn, you is weird as fuck, you nasty, cheesy, big, lazy, gorilla back. Ooh, probably be lucky I'm.
Yeah, you got to tread lightly when you do his content because he's back surely cussing again, and it's gonna go full-fledged eventually, and then you're gonna hear about him getting suspended for 2 weeks off of his channel, and he's paying rent now. So you know he's just a retarded. All he does is lie. He didn't go because he's scared he might get set up and they will call the police on him. We aren't slow, Alvo. Exactly. And that's the thing. That's what really makes me not like Alvo. He thinks people are slow and they're not. Really. He needs to turn himself in and start talking about the 12th. See, and he's digging this hole deeper because Kevin's probably saying, yeah, you got to the 12th, but you're just going to make it look worse for you if you make us wait until the 12th to handle you. But he's so ignorant. He's like the epitome of black folks. He makes us all look bad because a person with sense that wants to get that off their chest, you know, get it out their life. They would just say, "I'm not waiting till the 12th. I'm gonna go and turn myself in now and get this done with." He needs to turn himself in is right. Alvo is not going to go to court on the 12th of September. Who thinks that Alvo's going to go to court on the 12th of September? Put a 1 in the chat if you think he's going to go. Just put a 1. I'm curious to see how many 1s. And don't put a 1 because you see somebody else put a 1. Put a 1 because you really think. And then when you put the 1, also leave in the comment section why you think he's not going to go to court on the 12th. I'm just wanting to know. He knew if he went, they would have been there to pick him up. Hey, Jessica Griff. Hey, A Day in the Life. That fool was sitting up there talking about you like an hour ago. I don't care. That boy he's obsessed with me. And I'm purposely triggering him. It's not a trigger where I'm bullying him or trying to, you know, do something, you know, me. You know what I'm saying? It's content. But it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Keep your feet on his neck. Oh, you already know, Jessica. We all know he wasn't going because pick him up. Yeah, I want it. Let me see where them 1s are at if I see any. Did y'all hear my first comment? Put a 1 in the chat if you think that Alvo's gonna go to court on the 12th. 1 me as in yes. 2, you could put 2 as in no. Kevin's just trying to convince Alvo to come into the state so they don't have to pay no money to travel to go get him. Forced to go get him and be done with it. Kevin doesn't care what happens to Alvo. I promise you that. I promise you that. Hurt people. That's right, Jessica. He's not going to go because he knows they're going to snatch his behind. Yep. I don't like black licorice, Bobby Smith says. Okay. Oh, you guys think he's no, he's not gonna go? Okay, 2s. I was about to say, I said, is something wrong with this speaker? Yeah. Okay, it's a lot of 2s. I'm all for standing up for Shamar, etc. But why you make fun of his skin tone? Why are blacks still colorist? Like, oh, come on. Be Edge, please. It's still too early in the morning for it. Please. because Suki allowed him to participate by video call, but right after he went live and talked everything to be relevant to Suki, fired him. Black is beautiful. Oh, it is. It sure is. And I'm black too. He ain't going nowhere. If he was, he would have been went. Right. He gonna talk about he gonna wait to the 12th. Yeah, it's too early in the morning for someone to get on. Now we're gonna have somebody doing a video about SL Davis is a colorist. And my son is dark-skinned. He's nice looking though. That's the difference. His father is black. I love blue black, honey. My baby daddy, my first baby's father was, well, I only have one kid. I said my first baby's father. My baby's father was dark-skinned. I'm light-skinned. My son took on his genes, his father's, his complexion, and he looks like both of us actually. You weren't there for when and how all that got started. No one is a racist here or a colorist. We have a good vibe here. Thank you so much. That's why I be missing my Ivan, because Ivan be telling it the real way it is. And so does Playa. Me and colorist has nothing to do with this conversation. Exactly, Jessica. Thanks for clearing that up. Exactly. Yeah, there's a reason that black licorice thing came up. And the person that is my co-host that comes up on the platform, Coco, with me, she's dark-skinned too. So that would be like I was having something against her too, B Edge. So that's why I kind of was friendly shutting that down and not being ignorant about it at the same time, because my co-host is dark-skinned too, and I love her to death. And I would never not be friends with her or have her on my platform because she was dark-skinned. Do you check Alvo when he talks about Shamar's disability? Nope. He keeps coming on social media. He will be caught up serious. Yeah, they're probably trying to track his IP address. I hope somebody goes over there into his chat and goes, SL Davis said that your probation officer or the bonds person, whoever Kevin is, they wanted your social media links because they want to track your IP address so they can track you down. Somebody needs, I'm not saying from my chat, but I said I hope somebody that is one of his supporters hears me say this and goes over into the chat and says something. Salute, Cyrus. Drunk 10:50 in the morning. That sad album. Oh, he is? Didn't seem like he was drinking. So I'm here for you, standing up for what's right. Thanks for clearing that up. No problem, B Edge. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit the like button to have an opinion, as long as it's not disrespectful of course words. You're right, Ivan. Says Alvo blocked me for checking him for Shamar. Alvo blocked me too, not on YouTube, but on Instagram. Alvo blocks all his blessings. Boy,
you want Zeus talking about somebody let me on this Zeus account, baby. Zeus ain't number $5.99. You ain't got no Zeus account, but you got Mello. And I'm always scream, justice for Mello. Hello, LaShawn, you need to get off your big old back and go do something over there sitting like a Cadillac. LaShawn, you ain't nobody friend because ain't nobody ever been your friend. LaShawn, I would say you only got a face of mother love, but apparently, clearly it was no loving inside your life. That's why you so miserable when you so mad. And that's why another person's success make you so sick. You hate women because you want to be a woman so bad. It don't matter how much makeup you put on your face, or I should say shadays. I should call it shadays because it look like it come out the toilet and you scrub it on your face. That's your realty. That's why you really mad. That's why you really upset, and that's why you mad, and that's why you're going to always be mad. That's why you're going to stay mad, and that's why you're going to always be built like Skittles' head. Yeah, LaShawn, your back of your head is built just like Skittles. Y'all should be brothers. You really remind me of Skittles to be caught.
So he knows that LaShawn can't get to him because if he does get another bond reinstated and someone puts their name on a bond for him, or he gets probation and doesn't do any time, which that could be possible, he's going back to Houston. So he ain't got to worry about running into LaShawn. So that's why he's sitting there talking his mess.
If we really gonna be real, you really remind me of Skittles, Skittle head ass boy. You need to go do better with your life. Okay?
So boring, I'm telling you, it's just boring. My grandma is black like a car interior. It says now he's copying Tommy with the justify for mellow line, not an original bone in Alvo's body. Yeah, you're right. Talking about he gonna write down new subscribers on his post or whatever when he goes live. That dude is a weirdo. He's a straight weirdo. And whoever feels bad for him, they're weirdos too. He copies everything Tommy says and do. Yep. Man, he's boring. That kid is just a mess. And it's so sad that he got them people over there that are just as slow as him. It really is sad. But hey, if you like it, I love it. That's all I can say to y'all. If you like it, I love it. Talking about looks, the only reason these old men deposited inside him is because Scummy looked like a cartoon character. That's just hits. He said Ivan Jr., she's nothing like Eddie. I don't know, guys. The only reason he's talking about Shamar now because those views went down because he's boring. Exactly. When his views start going down, like say he'll start talking about Shamar, and then when he gets tired of talking about Shamar because the views are up, he'll just start doing random stuff, thinking that he's bigger than the program. And then when he sees that the audience is realizing, oh, he's not talking about Shamar anymore, and the views drop, then he goes dragging Shamar again to get views. Yeah, he played and dragged that defending Shamar for about a week. And then people started getting tired of the defending Shamar game. And that's when he went in and took the side of against Shamar. Drag Shamar, you know what I'm saying? Talking about Shamar's hygiene and all that other stuff, how his dentures, his new porcelain teeth are getting getting yellow because he's not brushing them. Eddie Horse needs to go to the clinic. And talking about that lady that's now harassing all the channel holders over here, she was allegedly talking about Tommy the Gossip doing a health read on him. Talking about she did her investigation, and that's how he got that housing. So I said, oh boy, she's over there hanging out with Messy Dog. Here we go with that. SLU, stay on point, nothing but the truth. Thank you, Jessica. So I said to myself, boy, I don't think that this lady that's, hating and bashing on vloggers, especially, Tommy the Gossip and myself, I don't think she's going to get really too far with this. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of her language, first and foremost. And it's just no room right now for another commentator to come in here and say anything that we don't already know, especially one that's missing the mark. don't know what she's talking about, bringing up old stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like somebody sent for her and had her come over here to start up some new mess. Only thing she's going to do for the sector is create more content to be talked about. But as far as her trying to blow her channel up, I don't see it happening. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I honestly don't see it happening. But I'm about to gag a whole lot of people in this sector. Trust me when I say it. I'm about to gag a whole lot of people in this sector. And I'm going to keep it moving. And I'm only going to bring my supporters and my mods, honey. It don't matter how he got it. He has a roof over his head. Exactly. It doesn't matter his health status anyways. It has nothing to do with who he is as a person. Tell us something we don't know. I've seen that, so I call BS. Me too. Because I feel as though when we're doing content, I think there's certain things that should just be off limits. People's families, children, and people's health status. You know what I'm saying? And people just don't know boundaries. But if somebody was saying that about Alvo having the house of Virginia, they'd be bullying them. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, right now, Alvo's not the one saying that, you know, Tommy the Gossip has the house of Virginia. It's this lady that climbed up from underneath a rock, stirring up mess. All of y'all talk about the same people for a check. How is anyone doing anything different than what you're doing? Hypocrites. And I'm gonna stay a hypocrite. Just, you know why? Because this is my living. If you don't like it, I'll tell you what. You go quit your job. Do it because I say you do it. Because by you saying that, you're basically saying you all need to stop doing it. That's almost like saying to me, I need to stop working. Now, if you're going to pay me what I get paid a month, then I'll stop working. But until then, what you have to say means nothing to me but words. When I get questions like what you put in my comment section, it makes me feel like you're pocket watching. And stop watching my pockets because I'm not watching yours. It says that's why you don't put your life on the net. Exactly. People have choices. Hey, Latoya, how you doing, sweetie? People be hating so hard. They're gonna be hating when I start, you know, investing my time into my live streams, you know, with my new subscriber thing. But I don't care because I'm gonna be out the way while they're fighting each other off camera and on. I'm not gonna be fighting anyone physically off camera or on camera. I'm gonna be living my life. My hair will be let down. You know, it'll be a lot of weight lifted off my shoulders. When I do these lives, I don't care if I got 3 people in them lives. It's a heck of a lot better than being in lives where you got nothing but trolls and haters trying to disrespect, you know, what you stand for and don't know you from a can of paint. Just sure you're not scummy. People don't. I've been calling LaShawn's uncle. I've been calling her LaShawn's uncle. Just there is a difference. Some people have no integrity, morals, or values. Exactly. Hi, Dana Allen. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you hit the like button. Hey, Val. He said, just sounds like scummy boy on a burner account. Probably so, Ivan. He said, don't you hate in Pocket Watch Alvo? When are you gonna? No, I don't hate in Pocket Watch Alvo because I make more than Alvo makes. Okay, this will probably the check that he's probably getting this month because he hasn't been cussing is probably the biggest check that he's ever got. So no, I'm the one that taught Alvo how to get money up here on YouTube and what he needs to do to get this money. So do your fact checking, do your due diligence. Okay, Truth Speaks. And get missing. Truth Speaks. This sounds like Alvo's hiding, right? Before I block ya. That is so true. It says sad part is how you don't want people talking about you, but you are making it available for people to. Let me see. But listen, guys, I'm about to get off. I just wanted to update you guys. I have a couple of videos I need to edit. I will be going live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will be staying on there for a few hours. I stayed on there, I think, a little bit, about almost close to an hour. But we're going to be going live. I think I picked 7 o'clock to begin with. Going live, and I'll be on live for a few hours each day, starting tonight. I thought today was Friday for some reason, but no, we're going to start tonight. And, you know, like I said, mods, you're welcome, but you are not obligated. And, you know, supporters, you're welcome, but you're not obligated as well. I'm building my channel, and, you know, that is what my live is about tonight and every night going forward, that second live that you see. So I'm going to get off now. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out. Love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out. Bye for now. Mwah.